Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Ass Hat Podcast here on YouTube. Now, I don't know because I never put these up in any kind of order. I recently got in Wizard's 100 Most Collectible Comics. Well, I was like, you know what? Hero did something like that. I thought, and they did. This is a Hero Special Edition, Hero Illustrated. 100 Most Important Comics of All Time. So, mine's got a big ass crease right there. This is very good. So, and this was cheap. Came out of my comic shop. 94. So, this is about a year after the Wizard one. The Wizard one was 93. So let's see what we got here. Move my drink out of the way. What we got? Okay. Hey, got some Robert Crumb art there. Uncle Scrooge, Plastic Man. Cool looking Joker image. Octopus from the Spirit. Who are the Newman? Fine. Stream Prejudice. I don't think I ever read them. Oddball Comics. Teen Temptations. Just Married. Slick Chick. Punch Comics. Oddball. Pop Teenagers. Kettle Corn Trains a Champ. Wisconsin's Forest. Yeah. Atomic War. All Negro comics. I'm reading the title right there, man. There it is. Zip Zip. Eisenhower Nixon. Muggy Doo Boycat. Lucky. From Here to Insanity. Okay, top 10 most 100 comics in all time. Number 1. Okay, number 1's going to be... Okay. New Fun Comics, which was... I want to say like one of the first comics with actual new stuff in it, and then when just comic strip reprints. Action number 1, of course. Marvel number 1. Detective 27. 90,000 100,000. Yeah. It's probably way more than that now. Amazing Fantasy 15, 6,700, 12,000. Yeah, it's probably way past that now. First Spider-Man, of course. Showcase number 4, first Silver Age Flash, 9,000, 10,000. Pep 20, oh, sorry, Fantastic Four number 1. Pep 22, which is the first Archie. Cerebus number 1. Oh, nice. Zap Zero, that's cool as shit. Action Comics 23. Oh, first Lex Luthor. Action 252, which is the first Supergirl. Adventure 247, which is the first Legion. Adventures of the Big Boy, number 1. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, comic books began as a promotional. In fact, since Yellow Kid showed how a comic strip could boost newspaper circulation in the 1800s, comics have been used to help sell goods ranging from Buster Brown shoes to Pizza. Adventures of the Big Boy, however, is the longest continuously running giveaway comic to date. Beginning in 1956, the Big Boy started over 400 issues, even had a crossover with Superman in 1992. Okay, I had no idea. Air Pirate Funnies, fuck yeah. All American 16, first Golden Age Green Lantern. All Star 3, first Justice Society of America. All Star 6, that's like first Wonder Woman. All Star 8, I mean. American Splendor number 1, yes. Start of the autobiographical books. Avengers number 1, first Avengers. Avengers 4, Captain America's Silver Age. Batman 1, first Joker and Catwoman. This is the interesting one. Blue Bolt. Okay, here we go. Okay, Batman 1, 420, that's when they killed off Jason Todd. Dark Knight. Okay, Batman the Dark Knight Return. Okay, it is number 1. I don't have to explain. Blue Bolt number 2. This is one a lot of people haven't heard of, and I have some issues of Blue Bolt. Later issues. This was Kirby and Simon from Novelty Press. And he was a hero. Superhero, and then he became a regular boy adventure later. I've got like some way later issues. Got 2 issues. I don't have a lot of Golden Age. That's one of the few I got. Raven of Bold 28, first Justice League. Captain America number 1, of course, first Captain Victory number 1. Pacific. This was one of the first big creator rights owned thing. It did not do that great. But it lasts, it got that start. Classic Comics number 1. I've done videos on Classic Illustrated. Creepy number 1. First horror magazine kind of. Crime Does Not Pay 22. First crime one. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 1. First real big, 12-issue crossover. Cryptid Terror 17. It's the beginning of the EC horror. Daredevil number 1. Of course, first Prince of Daredevil. Daredevil 158. Oh! That was first Frank Miller on Daredevil. I did not know. Graphic novel, Death of Captain Marvel. Okay. That would be first, like, big graphic novel, kind of like that. Detective number 1, of course, first Detective. Detective 20, which is Crimson Avenger. Detective 38, first Robin. Detective 222, Martian Manhunter. Famous Funnies #1, first comic pretty much of all. Fantastic Four #4, first Submariner in the Golden Age. 5, Fantastic Four #5 is first Doctor Doom. Fantastic Four 48, first Galactus and Silver Surfer. Fantastic Four 52, first Black Panther. Fantasy Quarterly #1, first Elf Quest. That's a big book. Flash 123 started the DC Multiverse. Slash #1, Golden Age Flash first appearance. Dell 4 Colors, this is the first Uncle Scrooge, and then like one of Carl Barks's first stories. Funnies on Parade, one of the early books. John Size X-Men #1. I gotta explain that. Green Lantern 76, Green Lantern. This is the Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil. First socially conscious comic, I would guess. I don't know how to say. Heavy Metal #1. That's it so much. Heavy Metal is on a magazine dedicated to Foley's of Axl Rose. I had no idea the most requested videos were on Headbangers Ball. Of course, in all fairness, the magazine did come out before MTV. What it is, and has been since debut in '77, is Illustrated Adult Fantasy Magazine. The magazine was first of its kind, providing comic artists a showcase for which was not confined to mainstream comic book standards, but it was a form more widespread than the underground. The magazine was in fact an oxymoron, a mainstream underground comic. There was sex and nudity, blood and guts, even a nun on the toilet. The content is controversial, but it's for adults. In fact, it's often sold in the top record stores where little kids can even reach it. For years, Heavy Metal has served as a comic for those in the transition, for those poor souls who feel like they've outgrown the heroes that saw them through childhood, but also held on their fascination with the medium. Since its conception, the magazine has showcased the talents of Richard Corbin, Drew Freeman, and J.D. King, some of the most innovative stories in comics. A predecessor for experimental forms like MTV's Liquid Television, Heavy Metal continues to provide a home for stories that and art that either don't fit anywhere else or so cutting edge it's still in search of a genre. It has already found its audience. Oh, Heavy Metal is a great magazine. House of Secrets '92, first Swamp Thing. Incredible Hulk #1, first Incredible Hulk. Okay, Jimmy O, Superman's pal 134. Jimmy O's first Darkseid and Kirby's Fourth World, which I love it. What I've read of, I've enjoyed. But I got a feeling that it's one of those things where, besides Darkseid, most of your modern comic fans don't care and don't know shit about the Fourth World. I've always heard the shit got canceled because it was not selling well. I don't know on that. But, besides Darkseid, I mean, how many people, the Forever People, and Mr. Miracle's got a little buzz, but, the Forever People, nobody remembers them. Not your modern fans. They're too busy bitching because a writer they don't like is writing Spider-Man, or that Batman doesn't that DC says Batman doesn't do fellatio, or sorry, cunnilingus. Sorry, woo, used the wrong word there. Oral sex, people. Journey into Mystery '83, first Thor. Little Dot #1, first Little Dot, Little Lotta, and first Rich. Love and Rockets #1, start of a great series. Mad #1. Madness Robot Fighter #1. This is only in here because at the time, value to taking Madness made it into something big. Nowadays, it's still got value, but it ain't important. Marvel Treasure Edition #2. This is the first crossover between a Marvel and a DC hero. Spider-Man versus Superman. Book 1 of Mouse. Mickey Mouse Magazine #1. Military Comics #1, first Blackhawks. More Fun Comics 52, first Spectre. More Fun 73, first Dr. Fate. More Fun 101. First Green Arrow, I think. Famous Motion Pictures Funnies Week. I hate the way they write this shit. #1, that's first Namor. My Date #1, it's like one of the first romance comics. New Gods #1. Yeah, I talked about that a minute ago. Planet Comics #1 is one of the early sci-fi comics. Police Comics #1, first Plastic Man. Raw #1. Good luck finding that. Okay, that's what's weird. They listed Saga of Swamp Thing #1, Saga of Swamp Thing 20, which is first Alan Moore on Swamp Thing. Sandman #1. $30 to $55. Oh, it's got to be more than that now. Especially with the show being announced. Showcase 22, first Green Lantern of the Silver Age. Amazing Spider-Man 96, the drug issues, first one without a code. Amazing Spider-Man 121, this is when Gwen Stacy dies. Spirit, section #1. Strange Tales 110, that's first Doctor Strange. Savage Worlds. I don't know. Okay, this is early Kirby at Marvel. Okay. Superman #1, of course. Superman 75. Really? Yeah, that shows you here. Superman 75, volume 2 said this is when Superman died. $6 to $18. Not CGC. You can find that book cheap. In the black bag, Hell, at one time I had 5 of them. I'll tell a little story here. Tell a little story. I was working in a comic shop when this came out, part time. And my boss was, okay, you ever seen a comic book guy from The Simpsons? Imagine if he was female. That was my boss. Did not like this woman. And the shop doesn't exist anymore, which is great. When Hurricane Katrina hit, they smited that place. It was destroyed. She ordered at least, I want to say it might have been 1,000, but she ordered at least 500 copies of Superman 75, Volume 275. We had pre-orders for at least 300. Well, what she did was, if you're a regular customer, which is there's about 100 regular customers that pre-ordered, you got your copy the day it came out. The rest of them, they limited our numbers. I had to tell everybody they limited. We only got X amount in. They're already gone. Well, I have a box underneath the counter at my feet full of them. She waited a week, and that same one that was like $3 or $4, she's selling it for $25. Did for like 50 of them. Then we're out again. Another week. Oh, now it's like 50. She made a fortune ripping people off. Did shit like that all the time. Like it was Advanced, Capital City's catalog, the Advanced catalog. The month that it came out with the promo card for the Valiant Era trading card set, she went and opened up every one of the bags, pulled the card out, heat sealed the bags back shut that the catalog was in. Sold line told me, oh, this didn't come in, and then all of a sudden, like over the week, oh, I got a few from somebody. I got to charge you $5 for that. Tales of Suspense 39, first Iron Man. Tally Ho. Frank Frazetta. Okay, Tally Ho number 1, first Frank Frazetta. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, first Turtles. Two Fisted Tales 18, it's a Harvey Kurtzman book. Understanding Comics, okay, that's a cool one. Walt Disney Comics and Stories number 1. Watchmen number 1. Weird Science 12, I guess that's the first one. Wiz Comics number 2 is the first Shazam. Wonder Comics number 1. Okay, I don't. Wonder Woman number 1. World's Best is on the cover first team up with the Batman, Robin, and Superman. X-Men number 1, first all the X-Men. Uncanny. Young Allies number 1. Youngblood! Youngblood number 1. Although it could have been any number of the upstart imprints books, it was Rob Liefeld's Youngblood 1, which marked a new era in comics when it debuted in 92. Some of the most talented, well-known creators in the industry, including Liefeld, Tom McFarlane, Jim Lee, Mark Silverstreet, Jim Valentino, Eric Larson, and Wise Pistachio jumped ship to become founders of the most popular creator-owned company today, Image Comics. Fed up with the Marvel machine, the bad boys of comics took creative control to the next level, not only with comics, but licensing as well, and made a name for themselves and other talents who yearned to be masters of their own destiny. Along with Spawn, Wildcat, Shadowhawk, Savage Dragon, Pitt, and Cyberforce. Now, here's something here. Pitt! That's Dale Keown. Why is Pistachio get shit over here? He ain't put out a book yet. Image Comics have breathed new life in the modern age of comics with their own brand of intense artwork and a universe of superheroes and storylines. While many Image Comics have been labeled as consistently late, Image's cornerstone Spawn has gone on to become the first book to consistently outsell popular Marvel and DC titles, and like them or not, Image has affected the way the comic book world operates, much the same way the Fox Network affected television. Too big to ignore, after only its first year, Image has already had character crossover Valiant with DC's Batman. As Image continues to lead a new era of comics, the waves are made also send a message, no matter how large and established competition, there's always room for something more. And as that attitude, we're positioned, Youngblood number 1 is a piece of comic book history, $4 to $15. Man, there's so much shit in here. Like Conan I'd have on this list for First Punisher, the Days of Future Past, Arkham Asylum, Killing Joke. Oh, these are all the like benefit comics. Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, the doofiest books of all. Action 566. Godzilla 14, Captain America, Devil Dinosaur, House of Mystery, Human Fly 18, Jimmy Olsen, Lois Lane, Justice League 66, Shazam 7, Nick Fury 15, Secret Wars. Secret Wars number 2. Strange Tales 130. Strange Tales 130. Werewolf by Night 2. Why Werewolf by Night 2? Rain Boy, Unexpected. Andy Mangla's Horror Heroes. Okay, this is his top 15 live-action comic book adaptations ever to grace the screen, big or small. Number 15, Batman Returns. Okay. Wow, he's going to catch shit for this. Trial of the Incredible Hulk at 14. That's the Hulk made-for-TV movie with Daredevil. 13, Lois Clark, Never Adventures of Superman. Number 12, The Flash, a Trickster. Okay, yeah. Number 11, Misfits of Science. I love that, man. People love Batman Returns. Number 10, Doctor Strange, the TV movie. Number 9, Superman 1 and 2. Wow. Number 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Number 7, Tales from the Crypt. That's the movie, okay. Number 6, the Superman Fleischer cartoons. Number 5, the Flash show. 4, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. 3, The Rocketeer. 2, the new original Wonder Woman. And number 1, The Adventures of Captain Marvel serial. That was kind of neat. A lot of different stuff that wasn't in the Wizard one, so I mean, it was interesting. Even though I wouldn't have Youngblood. Oh god, so much stuff and madness. But hey, that kind of shit happens. I hope y'all enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye bye.